For every life you tried to save, you gambled millions more.
I really want to start with congratulations on the movie. You guys didn't fuck it up. Let's just start with the basics. So I'm obsessed with getting more people to see movies in movie theaters. Whatever we can do to make that happen. So I've been asking everybody, do you have a favorite movie theater?
Oh, that's a good question.
Ooh, depends where.
Yes. The Everyman Group, which is a movie theatre group in the UK, who do really lovely kind of super comfortable chair service. There's one at the Soho Farmhouse in Oxfordshire, and it is my favourite cinema on earth. And I was sometimes they'll put a film on just for you. And I was there recently, and they screened Jaws for me and my daughter, and it was just wonderful to see Jaws on the big screen again.
That's cool. I'm an AMC movie lister. So I'm going to the movies like 3-4 times a week because, the window, it starts over. So I'm like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. That's my 4 days. My favorite would probably be like Century City in LA. That's the one I like to frequent, or the one in Burbank.
You're preaching my language, both of those.
Okay.
I mean,
we'll go on a date together.
I used to love the ArcLight, but I don't think it's
They're saving the Cinerama Dome, right?
In New York,
That's a whole conversation.
In New York, there's a theater called Paris Theater, and it's also the name of the character. It's cool. IFC Center too in New York. Angelica Theater in New York.
Yeah.
Amazing selection. And in Paris, I used to go to the Max Lander. It's like a big screen. And I remember watching Pulp Fiction by myself, front row mezzanine, and it was amazing.
Jumping into the film, one of the things about Tom Cruise is he does, in every one of these movies, insane, jaw-dropping, death-defying stunts. No one else can do these things, but I am curious, in an emergency, if you had to do one of the stunts from the 8 movies, which one do you think you could pull off in an emergency?
I could run away from an exploding fish tank.
I could do the Fallout, the skydiving, because I learned how to skydive. I was inspired by Tom, and he gifted me the skydiving lessons. And I've been jumping with Craig O'Brien, who actually shot the skydiving scene. He's a skydiver and he shoots at the same time. So
you could probably do any of them.
You most likely can.
You're such a daredevil.
I don't know.
I want to do the one I want to do is the one on the Burj Khalifa when he's hanging outside the thing, doing his little Spider-Man.
I would do the one with the horses too in the previous movie.
She's a horse.
Loves horses.
Do you think you could actually do it on the side of the building, or do you think you'd freak out?
Ouch.
Let me tell you something. I would practice until I'm competent enough to do it outside the building. How about that?
Sure.
When I look back at the stunts, that one I think was the easiest for Tom because it was so well curated. All the stunt guys were holding on to all the wires and stuff. He was having the most fun. He was running up and down the building. He was waving at tourists. I looked over the edge.
The windows.
He was cleaning the windows. He looked up at me with this big grin on his face. That was the time I think he felt the most secure. Subsequent stunts, I've seen him look more serious, more concentrated, and more nervous. The Burj Khalifa, I think, was just a holiday.
Yeah, like the one behind you. The 2 stunts in this movie, specifically, what you 3 have seen the movie?
Yes.
Right. So I'm just curious. The submarine sequence alone is like holy F.
Yeah.
The plane sequence is holy F. Right? So I'm just curious for all 3 of you, what was it like for you guys watching this possibly final mission movie and watching how it all came together and having all the movies sort of be brought together, because that's what this film does so amazingly is bring all the movies together.
It was crazy. I've seen it twice. I took my daughter to see it at a cast and crew screening at the IMAX in London the other night. And the first time, because we're in the movie, we were talking about this earlier, you tend to be watching yourself, seeing that you've not fucked it up, as you said. And so you're not really concentrating on everything. It's such a barrage of information. When I watched it the second time, then it all opened up to me and I realized what a beautifully sort of crafted, well put together piece of cinema this is. And I kept checking on my kid, who was literally just like that for most of the film. And at the end of it said, "Dad, that was like having a heart attack." And I felt like, what a compliment.
Yeah, I mean, it was amazing to get to share scenes with characters from previous movies as well. Being a fan of the franchise, even before joining the franchise, I was just like, That's so cool.
Like you said, I'm just glad we didn't mess it up. You know, it could have went wrong.
You can say fuck. This is Collider.
I'm just glad we didn't fuck it up. It could have went left so fast, but you know, I think we went in the right direction. So I'm happy what we did. I'm very, very happy, and I can't wait for the world to see it.
Oh yeah, no, people are gonna love it. I already got to stop. I'm just gonna say congratulations, and I wish you all nothing but the best.
Thanks,
Thank you.
Steve.